The year is 2001, you're 18, waiting for your friend to pick you up. Out of boredom, you pick up your guitar and start noodling. Before you know it, you've managed to write one of the most iconic pop-punk anthems ever written in just 3 minutes. I'm gonna play you the riff and you'll know the song instantly.
The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling.
There are tons of pop-punk songs where we instantly know what song it is just by hearing the simple riff. But what do all of these iconic riffs have in common, or rather, how do I create one? I have analyzed thousands of songs and I'm gonna try to answer both of those questions in this video. So let's go over the mindset about making these pop-punk guitar riffs. Because of the historical context of how punk music appeared, you have to understand that 99% of punk music out there is very simple music. Most guitarists in this genre are not virtuosos, and it's the simplicity of the riffs that carry all the energy forward. Most importantly, you have to make riffs with intent. You have to put some emotion behind it. Make the listeners actually feel something just through your playing. Now, what I'm about to say might make you understand this better. You know how a lot of covers don't really feel the same as the original? They don't really hit as hard. Beyond all of the production stuff, that's mainly because the artist that's doing the cover is not actually putting all of their heart into playing, and is just mainly going through the motions. Okay, that's cool, but be more specific. What notes do I have to play? Well, let me go over pop-punk harmony, and luckily it's very simple. The bread and butter of pop-punk music is the power chord, which is just playing the root and the fifth together. Say we are in the key of G, a power chord would be the G and the D on top. And you can hear how it has that classic pop-punk sound. It's literally everywhere in every pop-punk song, and if you learn this, then you can already start making good riffs.
It just takes some time, little girl, you're in a little out. I'm the one, I've been here for you all.
However, most songs also contain other types of chords. We got major chords for that really upbeat and good vibes type of songs.
Hey, you know my ex, so that makes it all feel complicated.
Sometimes they're played with the seventh in them. Then we got the minor chords for the more angsty songs. And you will occasionally find some songs that use the inverted power chord. So now you know what chords and notes are behind the most iconic pop-punk riffs, which means you're one step closer to making them yourself. Now, chords are essential to know and they're great, but what about chord progressions? Well, pop-punk has them all.
He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy.
My shadow's only one that walks beside me.
So just do whatever you like.
He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her head was up in space. She needed to come back down to earth.
Now, harmony is great and all, but it's really nothing without a good rhythm. And that brings us to this next part of how to make iconic pop-punk riffs, which is rhythm. There is something just so groovy in these iconic riffs that just make your body wanna move. Now, if power chords were the meat and potatoes of harmony, then palm mutes are that for rhythm. For starters, just get a simple power chord, throw in some palm mutes, and you got yourself a riff. Is that not enough for you? Add some accents here and there.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once?
If you want to do unmuted single note riffs, that's also cool. A lot of great songs use that. Just break up your chord progression into single notes and you got yourself a riff. Now for the chorus, it's a different story. You want that big powerful sound that punk has, which means you're not gonna be muting the strings anymore and just letting the chords ring out. And just pick whatever strum pattern you want, it doesn't really matter, just go with the feeling. You can even add a little pause and you get yourself a hit song.
When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. When you walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell.
Now, if you don't want to stand out from the crowd with your riffs, just bounce away from this video, go as some cat or some dumb shit like that. However, if you want to make music that's not perfectly forgettable, then here are some extra tips to really spice up your riffs. First one, ghost notes. Ghost notes are basically when you hold the strings of the guitar, you strum it. They can add a really nice rhythmic quality to the riffs. Another thing to make your chords really interesting are harmonizing them. Adding some passing notes or chords, which are basically chords that are played really shortly to kind of bridge the gap between two other chords.
Monday's coming, the day I hate.
And the last tip would be to have different chord progressions for the choruses and the verses, just to spice it up and variate your riffs a bit.
You know that I'm a crazy bitch. I do what I want when I feel like it. That's why I smile. It's been a while since every day.
Now keep in mind that all of these extra tips are just to make your riffs a bit more interesting, but be careful to not overuse them, as they can ruin a good song. I've only really covered the surface of pop punk riffs and how to make them, so if you'd like to see me do more, just let me know.